What is up, YouTube land? Today we are checking out these new filters from our friends over at Simmod Lens, the Aria Flare. Now these come in 4 different colors. We have green, gold, blue, and red, as well as 2 different sizes. We have 77mm circular, or more industry standard size of 4 by 5.65 inch rectangular. The circular filters cost $95 US each, and the Panavision size costs $249 US, that is per filter. One bonus of the circular size is that they do allow for a 360-degree rotation, which enables you to do an in-camera special effect by rotating the flare during the shot. Now, these are what I would call very niche, special occasion type filters. That is exactly why I showcased them in scenarios where I thought they would be most interesting. Beauty shots, headshots, product shots, macro shots, jewelry. With that being said, they are highly dependent upon either backlit situations or where there is a light source directly hitting the lens. That is why Simmod also offers, as an additional purchase, this 800 lumen articulating LED flashlight. Now this will cost you an additional $49, and honestly, it does look quite comical when it is attached to your camera. Me personally, I am not a fan of any accessory that requires me to put it onto my camera's cold shoe or even a cold shoe on my cage. It's just more gack that my OCD does not play well with. As you can see, I already lost the battery plate, and I do want to point out that it actually comes with a little bolt to keep the battery plate attached, and somehow I still managed to lose it. And you know, this is just a prime example of why the less things that are at my disposal to destroy, the better off my day will go. Now, with that being said, I did not use the little flashlight in those day exterior Malibu golden hour shots. First reason being because it really wasn't doing anything compared to our gigantic light source in the sky. But also the size of this thing is very awkward, and it does require 3 AA batteries, which is gonna add quite a little bit of weight to your rig. However, if you're in a studio and on a tripod, well, now the little flashlight accessory does come in clutch. Particularly if you are in a tight situation and you don't have room to put up an extra stand and put a little baby Fresnel on it, well, then you can just simply attach the little 800 lumen flashlight to your rig. However, it is, at the end of the day, just a flashlight. With that being said, you do not have a dimmer on this. One important thing to point out about these Aria flare filters is that they actually do not respond to any spectral highlights within the shot. Specifically, what I'm talking about is if you were to compare these Aria flare filters to something like, say, a Schneider True Streak filter. The Aria flare filters do require a light source to directly strike the lens. And this does take some finessing and some constant adjusting, whether it's by the placement of the camera or the placement of the light source. And you will inevitably tread a very thin line between getting a really unique flare quality or a completely washed out image. So again, that's why I say these are very niche filters. With that being said, I think they performed their very best out there on the Malibu beach scenes during golden hour, and I really enjoyed the subtle quality of the flares that the Aria flare filter was giving. Once I got the camera angle in a pleasing position adjacent to the sun, the light rays and the flare coming in was very subtle, yet very pleasing and unique. And just the very fact that you can rotate the filter during the shot, it kind of allows for a burnt-in special effect, and I actually really do appreciate that. One thing to be aware of with these Aria flare filters is, much like any other heavy filter, your out-of-focus areas will be contaminated. And because of the design of these filters, it's an interesting spiral that will be present in your bokeh. Much like the rest of Simmod's products, the build quality is superb and the packaging is very thoughtful. Akin to their sister Aria Mist diffusion filters, the Aria flare filters are also made of HD shot glass with double-layered nano coatings and an all-brass frame. Once again, they are very unique filters. But what's more endearing is the Aria name is in dedication to Ron's newborn baby girl. So congrats to them and their entire family. This is just another excellent example of the man behind the brand. And I actually appreciate and like the fact that Ron takes risks and is fearless, you know, because this is an interesting product which I think is very telling of the Simmod name. And what I mean by this is he's not out to just do a quick cash grab. He's very forward-thinking and making available for purchase products that he's interested in and things that he himself is wanting to use and experiment with. And I really appreciate that, and I like that. I will always side with companies that are operating as such, you know, the underdogs, the counterculture. Quite frankly, these are qualities that I have built my entire life around. And quite honestly, it's what my own company, Dog Times Productions, LLC, is all about. So even though I realize that these particular filters aren't exactly for everyone, I do still feel that they have their place in certain scenarios or occasions. That is quite the way with all filters, let's be honest. As my Patreon members all know, I go through a very arduous process with every single job that I am the cinematographer on, where I spend multiple days testing and acquiring the right filter for the job. And some people think that's very old school, and well, yeah, that's because it is old school. Because, you know, for me personally, I don't like to rely on the post-production side. I like to capture the image and present it on the day in Video Village the way that I intend the final product to look. That's just how I prefer to do things, and that's exactly why filters will always be a part of my everyday kit. So be sure you check these out and other Simmod products on their website, links down below, you know, all the usual. As well as down in the description, I will leave my huge archival playlist of all the reviews and demos I've done on all kinds of different filters over the past 3 years that I've spent here on the YouTube. So enjoy those videos and enjoy your filtering. And for now, that is a wrap. All right. This is the prop. On top of the car. You can have like a cool old school camera. Nice. So we'll use this as a prop. Okay, cool. Okay. Right, we'll worry about like the little bit of walking and like the wides like when it gets more towards golden hour. Okay. So for now, we'll probably just like post up on the other side over there, get you nice backlit. There's like some cool rocks over there.